Find the volume of the solid whose base is bounded by the graph of x squared plus y squared is equal to 4, with cross-sections in the shape of isosceles right triangles that are perpendicular to the y-axis with the hypotenuse as the base. All right, so we know that x squared plus y squared is equal to 4 is a circle when drawn in the xy coordinate plane. Now what we're going to have is we are going to have right triangles that are perpendicular to the y-axis. So the base will look something like this. Because of that, we need to actually solve this equation for x. In other words, put it in terms of only y. So x squared plus y squared is equal to 4. Therefore, x squared is equal to 4 minus y squared. And then if we square root both sides, we are going to need the plus or minus there because the plus would only account for the right half and the negative accounts for the left half. So we have that x is equal to plus or minus the square root of 4 minus y. And if we look at this three-dimensionally, these are the right isosceles triangles that we're going to end up seeing in this circle. You don't see the ones beyond this because they're all smaller again. And as I said before, because we need this plus or minus, our b value, or the entire b value, is going to be 2 times the square root of 4 minus y. Because when you only have plus the square root, or the positive of the square root of 4 minus y, it would only account for half of what you're dealing with, and in order to get the other half included also, we need to multiply it by 2. And now the volume in this case is found using the formula 1/4 b squared times our thickness. Our thickness is going to be dy because we solved everything for x to put it in terms of y. So our volume is going to equal 1/4 times the integral. And now if we look at our lower and upper bounds, it's going from -2 to +2 on the y-axis. And again, our b value is 2 times the square root of 4 minus y squared. Oops, I'm sorry, I forgot to put the squareds in earlier. And this entire thing is going to be squared. And then dy. And remember, we got to distribute the square into both terms that occur. So we still have the 1/4 integral from -2 to 2. We have now 4 times, well, squaring a square root undoes it, so we have 4 minus y squared dy. We can also distribute the 4 to both terms in the parentheses, so we're going to have 1/4 times the integral from -2 to 2 of 16 minus 4y squared dy. And now we can integrate. So we have 1/4. We'll have 16y minus 4y to the third over 3. We're going to evaluate this from -2 to +2. So we're going to still have the 1/4 out in front. But then we're going to have, if we substitute 2 in here, we'll get 16 times 2, which is 32, minus 2 to the third is 8 times 4 is 32 over 3. And then we have to subtract 16 times -2 is -32. And then -2 to the third is -8 times +4 is 32 again, but then because we have the minus and a negative, we can change this to a plus, and it'll be 32 over 3. And then if we distribute the negative through to both terms, we'll end up having positive and a negative here. So we have 1/4, and we have 64 minus 64/3, which is going to end up being 1/4 times 192/3 minus 64/3, which is equal to 1/4 times 128/3. And then we can cancel out this 4, and 128 reduces to 32. So we have 32/3, which is about 10.667, or answer choice A.